The story of the Labrador Retriever begins not on the familiar green fields of England, or in the cosy living rooms where these gentle dogs now repose, but along the rugged, wind-battered coasts of Newfoundland, Canada. In the early 19th century, fishermen of the region relied on a sturdy, eager canine companion known as the St. John's dog, sometimes called the Lesser Newfoundland. These dogs were medium-sized, short-coated, and relentless workers. Their job was demanding: to leap into the frigid North Atlantic, retrieving nets full of fish, or even loose fish that had slipped from the lines. Their natural athleticism, love of water, and gentle temperaments made them invaluable partners in the harsh maritime climate. It was here, among these practical men and their industrious dogs, that the ancestors of today's Labrador Retrievers first emerged. Unlike their larger Newfoundland cousins, the St. John's dogs were lighter and more agile, ideal for quick water retrievals and vigorous bursts of activity. Their coats were dense and water-resistant, warding off the chill and drying quickly after long hours in the sea. Their tails, thick and otter-like, provided balance and acted as a powerful rudder in the water. But perhaps most notably, they possessed a steady temperament, keenly intelligent, obedient, and gentle around people. The next chapter of the Labrador's story unfolds across the Atlantic in England, where British nobility visiting Newfoundland were so impressed by these excellent water dogs that they began to import them back home in the early 1800s. Early adopters, such as the 2nd Earl of Malmesbury, the 4th and 5th Dukes of Buccleuch, and the 10th Earl of Home, were crucial in developing the breed on English soil. They began a careful program of breeding, selecting for the traits that made the Newfoundland imports special: strong swimming ability, excellent noses, cooperative disposition, and remarkable trainability. By the late 19th century, these imported dogs and their descendants had diverged from their Newfoundland stock. They became known as Labradors, a nod, perhaps, to the larger region of the Labrador Peninsula. As game shooting and duck hunting grew in popularity among the British gentry, the Labrador's skill set made it the ideal retriever. It worked silently and tirelessly, waiting patiently by the hunter's side and then leaping into action, always delivering the game unharmed, with a soft mouth, a signature hallmark of the breed. Today's Labrador Retriever stands as one of the world's most beloved breeds. But to understand why, it's important to note the characteristics that have defined them for generations. Physically, Labradors are medium to large-sized dogs, powerfully built but never clumsy. They typically stand 21 to 24.5 inches at the shoulder and weigh 55 to 80 pounds. Their coats are short, dense, and weather-resistant, designed by nature to repel water and insulate them from the cold. Labradors come in 3 recognized colors: black, yellow, and chocolate. The yellow can vary from the palest cream to a rich fox red, while chocolate ranges from light to a deep, decadent brown. One of the most iconic physical features of the breed is the tail. Thick at the base and tapering to a point, covered with short, dense hair, the so-called otter tail is virtually unique among retrievers and serves as a strong signaling device both on land and in water. Labradors' broad heads, kind eyes, and regularly smiling faces are celebrated for radiating friendliness. Yet another clue to why they're so adored. But it is the Labrador's temperament that truly sets it apart. Labs are famously outgoing, eager to please, and even-tempered. They thrive in family environments, forming close bonds with adults and children alike. While they're full of energy, especially as puppies and adolescents, they're also trainable and sensitive to human cues. Labradors are rarely aggressive or shy. Their high intelligence and desire to work closely with people make them highly responsive to training, both for companionship and for more specialized roles. Over the decades, Labradors have found themselves at the heart of countless human pursuits. Their ability to learn quickly, stay focused, and sense human emotion has made them ideal guide dogs for the blind and service animals for people with disabilities. In police and military contexts, Labradors are trusted for search and rescue missions and sniffing out contraband, explosives, or even certain diseases. In therapy settings, their gentle nature brings comfort to hospital patients and those facing mental health challenges. But perhaps the most enduring image of the Labrador Retriever is that of a loyal companion, a dog who shares in family outings, frolics in parks, swims in lakes, and waits patiently at the feet of its favorite people. Labs are profoundly social and rarely happy when left alone for extended periods. Their intelligence and energy mean that they thrive with regular exercise and mental stimulation, whether through walks, games of fetch, or participation in dog sports, such as agility and obedience and, of course, retrieving. Health-wise, Labradors are generally robust, but can be prone to certain inherited conditions, including hip and elbow dysplasia, progressive retinal atrophy affecting vision, and obesity, especially as their affectionate personalities make them hard to resist at snack time. Responsible breeders screen for these conditions and encourage regular exercise and appropriate diets to maintain health and quality of life. The Labrador Retriever is not merely a product of careful breeding or a sum of distinctive traits. It is a breed shaped by partnership, first with fishermen braving the North Atlantic, then with hunters and sportsmen on English estates, and today with families, service workers, and communities worldwide. The Labrador's enduring popularity, consistently ranking as one of the most registered breeds in multiple countries, is a testament to its versatility, adaptability, and unpretentious charm. From rugged coasts to cozy firesides, from bustling city parks to open countryside, the Labrador has journeyed far. Yet through all these changes, the heart of the breed has remained the same: loyal, intelligent, hard-working, and above all, eager to share in the lives of the people it loves. Whether fetching game from icy waters, guiding someone through a crowded street, or simply waiting for the next affectionate pat, the Labrador Retriever stands as a true friend to humankind. With every wag of its otter tail, it reminds us that the greatest gifts often come from a shared history, a spirit of cooperation, and the simple joy of companionship.